Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rusty Acres, the realistic farming series where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Well, I went ahead, as I talked to you guys about it yesterday, and we pulled the trigger. I went ahead and I got myself a Steyr 9270, 256 horsepower, upgradable to 276, and we got the Ford 8340. We went ahead and upgraded to the 6-meter black sheep modding plow and the 6-meter cultivator. And we're going to keep the 8-meter lime spreader, 6-meter tedder. And this we're going to keep because I love Scooter's Workbench. Scotty, if you're watching this, I love you to death, brother. You make some great mods, and keep doing what you're doing. You can find him over at the G&G Modding Facebook page. Just make sure you answer 3 of the questions. Vic is a moderator, shall we say, and he runs a tight ship. So if you don't answer the questions, he won't let you in. But once you get in, those guys are amazing. So make sure you guys are checking out G&G Modding's Facebook page and then WMR Modding's Facebook page as well. So make sure you guys are answering the 3 questions. And I got 2 more things to show you, and then we can get busy farming. I pulled the trigger on the John Deere, the 8350. This seeder is the exact seeder I had when I was growing up. It's a little bit big. It's 6.5 meters. It's a little bit big for this map, but I just wanted to upgrade it to everything having at least 6 meters. Got a new bucket for cleaning the cows out, and we put our bale fork over here. And one last thing, I upgraded the bale trailer, or I downloaded a bale trailer, so you can fit exactly 8 pallets on this and 4 in here if you turn them sideways. Because we had a little bit of bad news, everyone. Well, you guys were gone. I got a phone call from the co-op over there, the extra sales point, and they had to take their front loader away from us. So now we don't have that option, and as you can see up in the right-hand corner, $29,000, I don't have the money to buy one. So what this trailer is this is low enough. They said, the co-op said, well, if you can find a trailer that's low enough, you can drive over our sales point, and it will automatically sell it. So that's what we did. I went ahead and fed the animals, got up this morning. It's now April 3rd. We've been on the map for a month in-game, and we're getting ready. Look at all the pallets that I've acquired. I got to wait for 1 more, and then we can fit 8 on the back of that. But anyway, so they said if I can find a trailer that's low enough, I can drive right over the sales point, and they'll pay me for the pallets, and they'll unload them for me. So we may or may not use the back. The other cool thing I wanted to let everybody know is this mod. Now, I won't share a link because I've modified this, but I may share the original link. We'll see. I'll talk to the guys who made it, and we'll go from there. But this here has the ability, you can put implements in the back here, and the straps automatically work with no mod. That was something that the original mod author did. I didn't do it. The only thing I adjusted on it was got a little closer. Was the horsepower and the speed. Everything else has been the same from the modder. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Let's take our Steyr. Now, I did some testing to make sure that this Steyr, let me give you a little tour here. I put a 1300 weight on the front, wheel weights on it, because this is going to be our 150% field tractor. It's going to cultivate, it's going to plow, it's going to seed, it's going to do everything in the field that we need. This bad boy here will be our fertilizer and our lime machine. So it's got light work to do, and it's our runner. So if we ever have to run something, if our truck breaks down, we'll run with the 8340 over here. And this will be our mowing tractor here, and mowing and tedding and everything mowing wise, fertilizing wise, this little girl here will do it. But this bad boy, Big Papa here, is going to be our fieldwork tractor. So let me get in, show you the interior a little bit. It's the gas pedal works. It's a really good mod. Now, I got this off a the LS19 website, and I will definitely put a link to this because I have not modified this whatsoever. Back out here. This is the Steyr and Case Magnum pack. You can pick your choice of either, as you can see on the dash, it says Magnum. You can pick either between a Steyr, and you have several different choices all the way from 180 horsepower all the way up to 276. And then the Case Magnum goes from 200 to 246. So, in fact, this was originally supposed to be 246 that I made it, but I think I might have made it 276. Let's see. Yep, 276. So, see how it says Case? Apparently, Case makes Steyr, but it's a real tractor, and it fits our theme. And we're going to take this bad boy over and start plowing so that we can... I'm waiting for one more pallet, and then we'll sell an entire pallet and see how much we get of onions. So, how you guys doing tonight? It's evening time for me. I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing better than great, actually. It's been a really nice weather day here where I'm at, and just got everything set up. I'm getting the volume set up. I don't know if anybody else ever has this issue, but when Windows updates, do you guys get problems, fellow YouTubers that watch this? Do you guys get problems with your mic and everything? I had to go through and reset everything. And I think, upon hearing it, I think Daggerwin had the same problem. Something about it. I use Streamlabs to record with, so all of my recording goes through those. It's a recording, streaming device all in one. I can do everything all from there, even though I've never streamed yet, but I am anxious to get started at it. I was a little bit farther ahead of where I am before what you guys are, where you're seeing it now. I was quite a bit farther. I was into the afternoon because I'd played quite a bit today. But I was monkeying around with the hide objects, and I was building roads. Like I had a road here that went around so that we could come in and out from different areas of the farm. And I'm hiding objects. I'm taking care of some trees and building the road. And next thing you know, I hid the road. And what they did, I'll show you, is this road here. And I'm not a map author at all. I'm like, uh-oh. So luckily for me, I didn't have the autosave on. But this intersection disappeared. The person that built the map put all the roads on one. So if I hit hide road on this, it hides all of them. And I thought, oh. And then I was like, and I tried to get it back. And like I can mod tractors and I can mod the equipment and things, but map making, ooh, no. That's not even close to my expertise at all. And the inner workings of computers either. Oh, as you can see, we're going to combine this. I started doing it. We are going to make, one is 2.13, and this one is 3.23. So it's a little over 5 acres, but we're going to make this our canola field because we already have a 2-acre field down there of grass. And then remember, field 29 over there is 1.78. So it'll be about equal. We'll have about 5 acres of grass and about 5 acres of canola to start. And I also own these 2 little fields back here, and they'll probably be, one will be canola and one will be grass. Depending. But anyways, so I didn't know what to do, so I was like, uh-oh. And I stopped, and I was like, I thank good Lord that I didn't save it, because I was able to just come back and start the day over. Normally, I have autosave on, and it just kind of saves it. So we're going to get one more headland done here, because this is just from experience. Oh, and I also researched it. The more horsepower that you have for a tractor, the faster it will subsoil. So even though this is 6 meter and we normally want to stay with 3 meters, and I was thinking, well, it would have plowed it at about 1.6, 1.9. Realistically, a 276 horsepower tractor would be able to plow this at about 2.6 to 2.9 miles an hour, pretty close to 3. So that's what we're going to do. I put it at 2.6. So it's going to go 3 miles. Well, so yeah, so it's going to register 3. It's still quite slow, but that was something on me that I realized. And for some reason on this map, because it's or it's this tractor or the plow, I'm not quite sure. He won't. It's got huge hit markers on something that I'm using. He will not go all the way to the end, the worker, because he recognizes like this is as a hit marker. So that's why I'm doing a third headland up here. So I'm going to have to remember when we go through and we cultivate stuff, I got to put 3 headlands. So we're going to go this here first. So it's still quite slow. Still quite slow. I had to remember after I was trying to teach you guys about speeds and everything that our equipment, quite small. We only had 160 horsepower tractors, maybe 140 horsepower tractors. So it's not going to pull implements giantly fast. All right, so I've got to get this creating a field. Get rid of this. Well, like I said, I hope everybody's doing well. I am really, really, really enjoying this series. And you guys are too, because I am getting a ton of feedback for it. My friends are personal messaging me and letting me know that it's coming out good. Everything's working well. I worked on, like I said to you guys last episode, I've been practicing streaming. Trying to get set up with it. I do want to stream. I'm not going to put a face cam or anything up like that. I just want to stream. So I was monkeying around with my Streamlabs, and I ordered a stream deck. So I was trying to monkey with that and get it all set up. And I still said to myself, well, I got to record a couple of videos. And so I recorded like 2 or 3 videos on my streaming setup. And anybody who's ever streamed knows that you have to stream at quite a bit different settings. So we got a choice here. Shall we come across, make this an even field, but kind of curve it around by the bushes there? I think I'm going to. But yeah, I spent a lot of money. This tractor it wasn't a lot compared to, I think it starts at like 30,000, but when you upgrade the motor and stuff like that, it ends up to be like 45,000. Now in the grand scheme of things, $45,000 for a 276 horsepower tractor is not that bad. But it's an older tractor. It's probably, I would assume, mid-70s. I didn't do much research on it. It just fit the style. And we still have the other ones downloaded in case we want to buy those. Those are cheap. The Ford is only $22,000, and the 180 190 is only $32,000. So we can buy those at a later time. Missed the spot. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and replow this and just restart over. Turn him here, and then I'll turn the. Well, actually, let me get this last little bit here. I got to make a couple of headlands here. He will stop. So, but what a wonderful little map. Just perfect for single player, perfect for even multiplayer. The other thing I want to ask you guys is, would you be... Oops. Here, you shut that off. Sorry. Would you guys be interested in a multiplayer series on this map? I have a couple of friends of mine in the Farm Sim community that are willing to play a little bit of multiplayer, knowing that it's super realistic and wanting to jump on. Would it be something you guys would be interested in? Because if it is, I will make it happen. Because it would be nice, instead of hiring workers, to just have people helping me. It would be really nice. And I'll go one more headland. See, it still spins quite a bit, but I think that's the multi-terrain angle. So I'll go back up here. Normally you wouldn't drive over the furrows again. But because we're getting caught up, like I said, I was so far. I played about 6 hours. Well, no, it was about 4 because it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I stopped. Now this I'm going to shut off. I shut the field making off. Set my cruise there. And then I'll set him off, and he'll plow to where it's plowed, and then I'll have to rehire him down there at the end. And this way we're just going to start over. We'll start these fields over. I found out on 6-day seasons that 2 days equal 1 month. So we started out at March 1st, and 2 days in, this is day 3, and it's April 3rd. So on the 3rd day, it's 1 month. So every transition is basically 1 month. So it's just about real. I mean, this is completely different. Normally, as everybody knows, I only play 24-day seasons. And I think I'll go one more. Just so he doesn't... Oh, I got to go up top, too. We'll see where he leaves off. Let's go up top and do the... I mean, there's not much field left when you're done. But we came out at 8 o'clock, so we've been doing this for about 15 minutes now, which is about 30 minutes. Now, some of this is fertilized. It'll get extra. You can see where I left off with the manure. The other quandary I have is I kind of want to get manure going with the cows so that we can eventually do away with that buying of it. We want our cows to do it. It'll be a while. But then again, manure is pretty cheap. So if you look at reality, it's only costing me $500, and I get about 3. It takes me to do a 3-acre field like this. It takes me about 3 tanks to do it. It costs me about $1,500, so it's still cheaper than buying 1 pallet of fertilizer, which is $2,000, and I get for $1,500, I get like 15 tons. So it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot cheaper. This mod's really nice. Then when we get him off working, we'll go load up I think our 8th pallet will be ready. We'll go load him up. We'll sell it. We'll see what we get for 8 pallets. I really like this plow, though. But truth be known, in real life, like, I think Black Sheep Modding, who does phenomenal mods, I have to give them a huge shout out. They do great mods. But I think that they made it 10 miles an hour to plow because, generally speaking, people play at 5x speed. I'm the only one that plays at weird speeds. 5x, 6x. See if I can get up there. All right, so let's get him off, and we'll go sell some onions. Onions. As Shrek would say, onions have many layers. There he goes. See, that's about right, though, because in real life at 3 miles an hour, I could walk right up alongside of it. What a great-looking tractor, though. Dirt mod's getting right. The dirt mod's getting on this. There you go. All right, let's take a sprint. I should be playing like St. Elmo's Fire theme. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, guys. Oh, simply amused. I know one thing in real life this would be like. You'd have to go. Let's see. And we are ready. So, to get 8 pallets, we left off yesterday with 13%, I think it was. No, it was 15. So, 8 pallets only take 2%. But the only thing I'm confused about, if you look, okay, it only says 100,000 capacity for manure and water. Now, is that manure or water? Or is that manure and water? If it's just water, it won't cost me a dime to make pallets. And I can only buy the fertilizer to fertilize the field. So I'm going to continue to let it run out, and then I'm going to do some testing with just see what it is. Whoops. Now, these turn it sideways. If I'm doing this correctly. If Fury knows how to drive. Ooh, I like how that truck bounces. The other thing I found out is you have to keep these pallets somewhat separated. If you're using the big bag lifter for bales or for pallets or anything else, if you get them too close, it will pick them both up. And if you're using just a front loader or whatever, it tips over. And but what a nice little amazing machine as far as mod goes. It makes because everybody knows that the bale and pallet physics are horrible. Look at that. You can get that right on. Now, I think this has straps. Yes, it does. Straight over the top. What a nice little bale trailer. And so now when I go do bales, I can get 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales, 10 bales at 10,000 liters. That's like 90,000 on just that little bale trailer. But I highly recommend this map for anybody that's interested in a super small map. A map that is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, set up for single player. And possibly multiplayer. It has 2 cow pens that each hold 500 cows. So, I mean, you each could have one. I will say without a shadow of a doubt that in all of my 3 years now of playing Farm Sim 19, I have never had 500 cows. A lot of that's the fact that as a YouTuber, you just don't stay too much on. You get about 50, 60 episodes, and then people start wanting new stuff. And all right. So, I mean, realistically, I'll do this too. Look at that. And the straps go over it. So cool. The other thing I found out is, check this out. I was monkeying with it the other day. I was like, oh, the door opens, and I'm trying to play realistic, and I'm not even using it. Now, if my figures are correct, we should get around 10 grand to 10.5 is what I'm guessing. Almost like someone designed this bale trailer to fit exact pallets. Because it fits it exactly. Hey, and we have 2 pallets left over. I still can't figure out for the life of me what happened with that subsoiler. Because I had Walter working on the first field, and he did it all by himself. And then all of a sudden, when it got to that second field over there, It didn't even recognize it. It was like, nope. It was like, nope, he's all done. I'm like, no, you're still cultivating on this field. This big bag lifter is out of the CZ pack. All right, let's put this away. But yeah, I'm going to do some research on that greenhouse because I think it's manure or water. And if it is, it won't cost us a dime to do pallets. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to use that as a screenshot. Actually want it up here. All right. That is nice. And if I did it right, see how when them turned, I could fit 4 more pallets in here. So I could technically take over 12 if I wanted. Off we go. Gonna sell this. Now, if this bale trailer that I picked out from the in-game mod hub, and I will put a link out for it, even the tires squat. It's nice. If this is low enough, the co-op said it will sell it for us, and they'll come and get the pallets and take them right off, which will save me. I only have to load them up once. As you can see, I moved the feed mixer over here. So that I can just feed the cows and water them and do everything I need to do. And I want to show you guys too, and then I'll head my way over. If you do use straw, it does take bales and it does take loose, and you'll put your straw here. The manure will collect in the midst. Now, the straw will come all the way out to here, just so everybody knows. You'll have to get your manure out of all of this. It will come all the way out here. And at first, when you only got a little bit of it, it won't even show it. The other thing is when you clean your cows, because you guys haven't been over here yet, I wanted to show you. It comes all the way out to the pretty much the whole road. So it makes it cleaning it up with a bucket pretty simple. At first, I was like, will it collect just in this little square? No, it comes all the way out here. So it's literally you just drive right up the center of the road, and you put it back in. And let me show you. As I lean forward, it will give you silage. So you put Tildamus rashes in, or you can put any of these things in here. But when it makes a mess for the cows and you have to clean it, it gives you silage back. So you can do one of two things. You can either continue to feed them silage or put this into a trailer and sell it as silage. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. But I just wanted to let you guys know that so you guys knew. The slurry, I gave a tour a little bit. You collect the slurry up here. Back your slurry trailer right up here. And it fills it. And I do believe it has a 1,000,000 liter capacity. So it will hold 1,000,000 liters. But what it will do is after about 600,000, from what I understood, it'll stop registering it. But it will hold 1,000,000. After 1,000,000, it won't collect anymore. And then the same thing as your milk. Your milk will collect 1,000,000 liters, but after 600,000, it'll stop registering. Then I got to get this over here, drop this off, bring it back, and we're done. 30 minutes, because look at that. Oh, and also, I have to lean forward, sorry, because my steering wheel and my microphone's in the way. Look at this. The graze mod is on. So the more that grows, so to have it more production, 6-day seasons will help. Because it grows quicker than they can buy it, or than they can eat it. But I want to give that little tutorial because the first time I was like going to do manure, I had to watch Daggerwin's video on YouTube. So I was like, where the heck does it spawn at? Because there's no manure. Also, you guys notice too, every once in a while these trailers will spawn. These John Deere trailers, they'll spawn and they'll disappear and then they'll spawn again. So they're kind of cool. It's kind of random. But yeah, I had to watch Daggerwin's video. He did a Let's Play on this. He didn't do very many episodes. He's working on Survival Challenge right now. And Virtual Farmer's working on 6 Ashes in the Addington Farm. And Simulation for the Nation is Chellington Valley and Addington Farm, and Saving Grandam's Farm, which is 6 Ashes. Those guys like the UK maps. Raznik's doing Isla de Raznik, which is that. I can't remember the map name. I'll bring it up later. And he's also started a new one on No Man's Land. But that one is strictly a live stream. Well, he does a recording too once in a while. But the live stream, that you decide what he wants done when he's doing it. Farmer Klein is doing his Felsburn remake with no mods. And he's also doing... what's the... Griffin, Indiana, 3-day seasons. And that's pretty much the big ones. Clutch is doing Lincoln Creek, I think. Now, if we do this right. Yep. 10,474. Clutch is also, and then Peanuts doing... trying to remember all the big one. He's doing Griffin, Indiana, and he's doing Wythern Farms. I don't think DJ Goham's doing a Let's Play. I don't think so. I think he's just doing Farm Sim Facts. Right now, he's just, because that guy is a DJ in real life. DJ Goham is a real life DJ. So he's probably super busy. So he gets videos out when he can. But I think that's just about all the big name ones, what they're working on. So, if you rewind this about 5 minutes, you'll be able to tell what everybody's doing. And if something catches your eye, you can say, ooh, I want to go watch that one. Mr. Seeley P is working on, what did I see him doing? He did a tutorial today. I haven't caught his video yet. He did a tutorial on something. But I watch all of them, and they watch mine, and it's great. The one thing about Farming Sim is everybody supports everybody. And a lot of the big corporations and a lot of the thing, it's always a dog-eat-dog world, and it's not in Farm Sim. Like, when you get into the gaming, like Call of Duty and stuff like that, a lot of those guys are just, they'll squash you if you're little, and they don't care that much about you. And that's it. But Farm Sim tends to take care of its own. And they want to see people grow, and they want to see doing, because to get into streaming and video making, it can get kind of expensive. And I think that's why when it comes to like Warzone and Call of Duty and games like that, people are so protective because it costs so much money. Now, for us farm simmers, the advantage that we have is the maps and the graphics ability of a computer isn't that high. So it helps us out a little bit. But isn't it a little relaxing little trip over there? Especially to make 10 grand. Back this in, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, I gotta tell Walter to go take a lunch. Breakfast. I'm not a big fan of the blue tail lights, backup lights, but they do show quite a bit. Sorry. Trying to back up with my steering wheel and talk at the same time. And but yep, when it comes to Farm Sim, don't hesitate. I love the sound of that. All right, let's go get Walter sent off to breakfast. I'll wrap it up. Oh, he's going right along. See, even with 6-meter equipment, if you do the speeds correctly, it does make sense. Back him up a little bit. I'll leave him right here. Look at the weird dirt textures on that. What an amazing little mod. Like some of the tractors and stuff, they make these mods and they just so caked. And my 8350 cedar over there. The wear texture's way too fast, and you see the field like this, and it's like metal colored already. All right, everyone, so we're going to wrap it up. We went about 5 minutes longer than what I expected, but I don't like to leave it too much in the middle of not. Oh, see how he stops? So up here, apparently 3 headlands isn't enough. I got to go 4. But it's also not that hard to catch up either. All right, so we got through another episode. This is episode 5 already. April 3rd already. So always, always, always look out for yourselves. Look out for each other. And always, always, always look out for your family. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I hope you guys keep enjoying the series. And the more people that watch it, the more people, if you guys have any questions, just put them down in the comments. I'll make sure on camera that I answer them, and I'll name you by name. Also, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and hitting the little ding-ding bell. You guys know how YouTube works, but we get marked on it. So it's exciting when you guys hit the like, and it's exciting when you guys comment. And without further ado, Fear Machine out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone.